Alright, so today, boys and girls, we're making our Monet water lilies. We're going to use a sponge, just a small piece of a sponge, and I have blue, I have purple, and I don't have any white. If you have white, that's good too. Green, and we are just going to start by dipping in here, and we're going to go across left to right with our water. So my blue is a very light blue. So you're just going to go in here. I could give this another coat too if I want it darker, or I could mix another color into it. But I'm just going to go across here. Get my water in. You can turn your paper if it's easier. There, have my water in here. I may give it a little bit of purple now, so I'm going to dip in here. I'm just dipping a little purple and putting it in there. This is my water, and I'm just dragging it across left to right. Going to stay with this. Oh, this one has sparkles in it. That looks nice. It has a little shimmer to it. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of a green. I'm not even going to change my sponge. I'm just going to use the same sponge. And in the different areas, I'm pulling down in a couple areas on the edges. And this is where I'm going to be putting in my water lilies. So right here, I'm just getting some greenery in here, maybe a little more on the edge. My paint is drying fast. There we go. So you might want to just tap it on too. Okay, you can tap it. If you have a little white, you could add some white in here. I'm going to actually switch at this point, and now I am going to use some pink. Like I said, I don't have any white with me today. I have limited supply here. So what I'm going to do is just start putting in these little areas where my lily pads are going. I might actually do this in a darker green first. And I use a lot of my yellow, but I put a little yellow on the top, so it's almost like the sun is hitting the top of these. So let's do I'm going to do these little dashes of yellow first. You can see I have the pink on there too. I'm letting these colors mix. But I think I'm just going to put my little dashes around. So if you're using a round brush, so maybe I have some water lilies over here. And then I'm going to put a little of that darker green underneath. I'm going to mix this one. That's when these are my lily pads. Adding some different colors in here. Go ahead and play with yours. I don't know if they're too dark, I can always go back and add a little more yellow. Or if you have the white. Alright, let's get those in here. So here are my lily pads. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to grab a little more yellow and just give it to the tops of these. This is like the sun hitting it. A little bit of light. And like I said, you have to use what you have at home. So we are all home and we have different supplies, and we may not have certain colors. Play with what you have. This pink is pretty bright. I'm going to tone it down maybe a little bit. I'm going to mix my pink and my red, I think. And I'm just, ooh, that's a little dark. But I'm just going to tap these on here. These are my little flowers. Just tapping them on. And maybe not all of them have flowers. Tap, 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 right? Look at that. I could even add a little touch of purple in some of those. That one needs a little more pink here. There. There we have it. There's our lily pads. If I want to add a little more to this, I could add a little darkness with the purple, kind of creating a little bit of a shadow under here. So I'm just going to go back and play with these. Let's see. I just want a little darkness there. See how I'm pulling it down. And I'm going to put a little more right under this one. So I'm not using very much paint, just very little on my sponge. All right, Monet's Water Lilies. Can't wait to see yours. Have fun.